David, you've raved about being in the fire with Ethan and kind of the chance he took on you. And there's always like teaching moments when it comes from coach to player and stuff on the court. But what has Ethan taught you over the course of these years?
Ethan's a mature kid. Like, he came in and really since day one has kind of been a leader in our program. And for me to have that as a first-year head coach and a first-time head coach these 4 years with him, he's helped me every step of the way. And he's one of the more positive and grateful people I've ever been around. And you can see that with the way he is with his teammates. You guys could see that here in his press conference. He would tell me his sophomore year, he told me in the summers, in the fall, he would walk in the bathroom of the locker room and look in the mirror at himself and just tell himself he could get through another day because it was hard. His freshman year, he was going through against some good players. And then this year, I'd watch him walk in every practice, especially this last month, and he would kind of walk in the gym, take a deep breath, look around, and he was just really appreciating every single day he had with us. And I just think that's such an amazing thing for a person to have, and just, it carried forward with our team and just appreciate being able to coach them for 4 years.
Fold in their futures.
Bradley just hinted at it in the type of commitment. Things are hard. Progress isn't always linear. What type of commitment did they show to you personally?
Yeah, it's I'll bring the word love. Like, we've argued, we've hugged, we've done it all, and that's what it is. You guys asked me about the amount of wins I had, and I yesterday, and I talked about the players, and that's really what it's about. They're the ones that do the winning and the losing. I'm just here to support them, and hopefully give them an avenue and opportunity to succeed. And I couldn't be more proud of these three.
And I know it's not your official decision to make, but when you think of the number 14, the number 3, and the number 24, are those things going to hang in the Alex G. Spano Center?
Yeah, we'll see. That's not I don't know if that's my call yet, but they've done this university proud, and you don't leave with a lot after your career's done. Maybe some gear, and that's about it. But any trophies, any success, any WNIT trophies, all that stays at the on campus. But the relationships that they built with one another, that's the one thing they'll take with them, and they'll be lasting.
Yeah, and then Randy, the double big lineup has been really huge for you guys this season. But today, more than usual, Gonzaga was making Saxon try to beat him off the bounce and take the ball out of Goose's hands. I was wondering what the chess match is going forward in the lineup. It has been so productive for you, but maybe doesn't get you the first or second choices you want on offense.
Yeah, so I think that's how it turned out. I don't think they wanted Saxon to score 20. He's pretty good. But it did turn out that way, and it took Augustus out a little bit, but some other guys are going to have to make some shots if they're going to take the ball out of Augustus' hands, and then Saxon's going to catch it in the middle of the floor. And then from there, we got to, you're playing 4-on-3. So you should be able to shoot a decent percentage. And the biggest thing, it won't get me off this, is you can't have 18 turnovers against that. And we did. Right down to the last minute. We had a chance to cut that thing to 2 or 3. With like a minute 45 to go on a steal or a minute 30, and we turned it over on that. And it's just too many. Like I said, those possessions, we get 1.1 points per possession. That's 15 points plus 16 points that you get no chance at. And a lot of those turned into layups at the other end. So the game was right there. We won the boards considerably. We held them to decent field. We did a good job. They didn't shoot it well either. So we did a good job there, and usually that can get you a win in a bad offensive night, but our offensive night was so bad that didn't overcome it. That's kind of how those games can be. Second night, they can be a little grindy, and it was, and they were better in the grindiness than we were. That's
Cindy, part of this journey is you doing it with Marianne every step of the way. When you reflect on this whole chapter, this whole era of USD women's basketball, what gives you the most pride about what you two specifically have done together?
Well, yeah, thank you for saying that. Marianne has, been next to me for 20 years here, 5 years at Wyoming, and, she is USD basketball. There's not going to be a human being that will outwork Marianne, and I think everybody in the country knows that, and she is so committed to USD and committed to every success, not only on the basketball court, but in the classroom and in the community and, with the alumni. And she's just done an outstanding job just being there for me. And we're family, we're family. She's just like a sister to me, and I love her very much. And I wouldn't be where I am today without Marianne.
I want to kind of take you back on the journey from media day to now. You, Brandy, and Coach Hughes, it was clear that the joy and energy you guys bring to work every day was apparent in every facet. What about playing for Coach Hughes for this 1 year gives you the most pride?
I'm just so grateful. That's a hard question, man. Not a lot of people get to play for such an amazing person. Truly, what she's doing here and the staff, they're not only amazing coaches, but they're amazing people. They pour into everybody, and they give so much. So I have nothing but love, and I'm so blessed and grateful to have played my last year here, because I would have chosen any other way.
Maya, you've seen it front and center throughout the whole season. How do you describe just the type of energy that this program can bring in the future?
I mean, we have a lot of camaraderie on and off the court, so that energy kind of really helps us. And like the chemistry that we have and the bonds that we've built is something really special and something I'm really gonna miss. But they've created such a culture here, Nadia, B-Dub, Ava, our seniors, that it's gonna carry on over the years, and it's just really exciting to see how much of a family we've become, even with the coaches with us, which is so rare, I feel like. But to have such a love for our coaches and for them to give us everything, it's going to really help us in the future.
Ryan, I think the shirt you're wearing right now is kind of emblematic of the things and experiences you've gone through the last week. Where have you continued to find the drive to continue to be the guy for USF, not only now, but in the future?
Yeah, I mean, like the shirt says, nothing's easy. We're playing the game we love. This is basketball. I mean, we can be going through a lot of harder things in just life in general. So we take pride in putting the USF jersey on, just playing as hard as we can every time we step on the floor, and we take pride in that as being done.
AJ, I feel like when people think of what being an Oregon State Beaver means, I think they think of you and just what you've done over the course of your time. If you had a word or phrase to describe everything from the end of last tournament to now, what would it be?
One word.
A word or a phrase?
Probably unexpected. I think everything we've experienced and faced has just been unexpected, but I'm just really proud of how we've handled it and responded to everything. I'm just really proud of this group. We've handled a lot of unexpected things, but we've handled it well.
Katarina.
Olivia, it's no secret that you're probably going to be one of the more underappreciated players in program history. When you reflect on the journey, I know it's very immediate. What comes to mind when you think of your Santa Clara journey?
Santa Clara has been super amazing for me in a lot of different ways. I came from a school that I transferred out of my freshman year that I didn't play. And Santa Clara has allowed me to really find the love for the game again, build my confidence, and I'm just super excited because I will reflect on my college for the rest of my life super fondly, basketball and off the court, but I'm excited to continue to play basketball, and I think Santa Clara has put me in the position to go off into the professional realm in a really awesome way. So I'm very thankful, and I'll always be very thankful to Santa Clara.
And Malia, somewhat in a similar vein, you've been Wayne, obviously not the result you wanted tonight, but another 20-win season, nothing to scoff at it with a possible postseason on the horizon. How do you emphasize, hey, this isn't the result we wanted, but not necessarily make it more than it is?
Yeah, I think it's key. And we were very matter-of-fact in the locker room with the guys. We admitted where our faults were over the course of the season tonight, that we need to continue to build and become galvanized and more connected, and how the little things are important, for sure. You look at what we've been through, from COVID to the portal, where we made some mistakes in 1 year, to lack of NIL for a while, to the conference falling apart, and we've been steadily taking steps in the right direction. This year was a big one, and I know next year will be even a bigger step. Thanks.
Has been defense. And while you didn't get the result tonight, clearly it's been the strength of this team. When you look at where you're trying to get to, what additional elements are you looking for to get LMU where you want to be?
Well, again, we're building, and I'm the most impatient human being you'll ever meet. But when I look at the big picture of this whole thing and what we're trying to get done, we're on track. Tonight sucks, but you got to go through these things when you're building this. And I try to remind myself of it. When I got here, it was COVID. Who knew that was going to happen? And we had to work through that. And even in COVID, what our athletic administration, the school, the things we've been able to do where most people have been hamstrung to grow the program, I'm really proud of in terms of facilities, resources, just the things you need to do to function at a high level in this league. If you would have told me today we would be in that with COVID, I would tell you out of your mind. NIL, all of a sudden college athletics has really changed. For our program to be in a position to compete in that landscape, but also to continue to make it better, it's a credit to, our athletic director, our president, our donors. So I think we have a lot of good things in place. I think our talents continue to improve. But there is a next step to this. There's two programs I've studied since I got the job, and I talk a lot about Coach Fisher. Not that I'm Coach Fisher, but I thought his program at San Diego State was kind of in the same place we got this, and Coach Bennett at St. Mary's. And I think we're at a place now where we have a respectable program. And the next level for us is to continue to add the talent needed to get to the top of the league. And this is a big offseason for that. But I do think we're in position to do that.